Well, so, so this video is to introduce you about what communication networks is, and this is going to be an introductory level video, and this we will be discussing what are all the concepts that we are going to see in this particular video lecture series. So especially what do you learn in this particular video? So this particular video have moduled it for 5 different modules. So first one is we are going to see what communication networks is all about, and secondly what communication is so important and why is communication networks is so important, how to set up your career in the field of networking, and what are all the professional certifications that is required to set up your career in the field of networking, and finally what do you study in this entire course of video lecture. So these are all the 5 parts of this particular video we are going to cover in this particular video. So what communication network is all about? So we already know what communication is. So communication is very simple. It is just a meaning of sending and receiving an information from one point to another point. So that is what we call it as communication. And what do networks mean? So a network is a collection of computers or a servers or a mainframes or any network devices or any peripherals which is connected to one another. So if 2 nodes or 2 devices or 2 or more devices connected together, we call that as a network. So then what does communication networks mean? So all the devices which could able to communicate or to share information between one node to the other node, then we call that as communication networks. So communication networks, the very basic example of communication networks are in general we can see only because of this communication networks we could able to share any files that is available on our PC, we could able to send emails, we could able to do banking, we could able to make any shopping sitting at one particular place. And internet is itself an very best example for communication networks. So okay, fine. So why communication networks is so important? So have you ever thought of what is the potential applications of communication network and why do I really need communication networks as a part of a subject in my undergraduate program or any career options? So nowadays, sitting in front of a communication system or sitting in front of your laptop, you can do endless things. So starting with your business, you can do almost all the businesses online, and the network or the internet have entirely changed the way that we are doing business now. And then the social media. Next, coming for the shopping applications. Almost drastically, the population that is going to the shop and buying any articles have been drastically came down after the introduction of e-commerce websites. And then almost all your storage have been changed. Instead of hard disk, most of the organizations are giving you free cloud storage like Google. You can use the drive services and we are sharing endless number of files on it. And it has changed the gaming. So I hope there is no explanation required for this particular part because most of the people are very well familiarized in this particular part. So network have changed the way that we are gaming. And communication networks have changed the way we spend for entertainment purposes as well, and earlier we was watching movies only on particular televisions and now we have Amazon Prime, Netflix, so and so and next banking. So it is just 2 or 3 taps ahead to send or to receive money. So entire digital transaction is possible only because of the communication networks. And then communication networks have entirely rooted their presence in the smart homes as well. And finally, during this pandemic, I could say that most number of students taking their classes online, they are enrolling themselves to upgrade their skills online in the websites like Coursera, Udemy, etc. So computer networks have entirely changed the way that you are studying also. So computer networks has its roots in almost all the domain that we use in our daily life today. So this is the reason why I always say computer networks is a very important domain which you have to explore, and we should also consider to set up a career in this particular field. So I think this will help us to understand in a very better way. So what communication network is. So what happens in 1 minute of internet? What happens on the internet for 1 minute? So this is the statistics as of 2019 is concerned. As you could observe that Google is getting 3.8 million search queries and Facebook is getting 1 million logins, and then about 18.1 million text is being sent on instant messages. So YouTube, 4.5 million videos are viewed, and all these are happening in just 1 minute, that is 60 seconds. And this is the statistics which I am showing you, that is as on 2019. So what could be the statistic on 2020? So let's see that as well. Interesting, isn't it? So look at the Google search queries. So in 2019 it was 3.8 million search queries, but in 2020 it has been drastically improved to 4.1 million search queries, and Facebook from 1 million to 1.3 million, and YouTube 4.5 million to 4.7 million videos have been viewed, and almost all the social platforms that we have on internet today have been tremendously increased. So this is a very good example or a proof, I could say, that the networking or the field of computer networks is very, very important to explore and also to have a knowledge on this particular domain. So that is the importance of introducing this particular video lecture for the students community. So now what is internet? So we could clearly see that how the internet have changed the way that we interact, how the way we shop, we study, we play, and even the lifestyles. So internet have been used as an important tool for many of the startups to reach more people, and most of the businesses today is not at all a business if there is a lack of internet. So if networking is so important and it seems to be so tremendously growth, why can't I set up a career in this particular domain? Well, of course, you can set up a career in the networking field as well. You have varieties of career options in the networking. So let me pop out one by one. So you can go as network specialist or networking R&D specialist, network quality assurance engineer, network manager, network technician, wireless infrastructure engineer, network administrator, mobility solution architecture, cloud networking architecture, network security specialists, network analysts, network solutions architect, voice over IP engineer, network engineer, data center specialists, telecom project manager. So these are all the very few designations or very few career options which I have showed you for an example purposes. And remember that each and every of this particular career options, they require different skill set, different packages they offer to you, and they have different work environments, and they have different nature of work, and definitely the challenges are also different in each and every career options that you have. So how do I set up a career in this networking? So to set up a career in the field of networking, apart from a regular professional degree that you have, you should also have, or few companies will demand, or they may ask for any professional certifications regarding to test the knowledge of network that you have. So who gives us these certifications? There are endless number of companies that they are providing the certifications on here. So first of all, Cisco certification. So Cisco, there is no introduction required. They are offering quite a lots of certifications, and they do valid in quite a lot of countries. And then Aruba Networks certifications. Alcatel Lucent is also one among the core companies which is offering the network routing specialist certifications. And companies like CompTIA certifications, BIC-SI certification, Oracle certifications, Palo Alto certifications, Riverbed professional services, SolarWinds certification. So these are all the few companies which also offers a professional certification and whose certificates are globally valid. And Wireshark certifications. And there are certain certified wireless network professional courses which you can take from CWNP organization, and these are all the various courses offered by CWNP. Is that all? Definitely no. There are few other certifications offered by few other companies as well. Let me give you a brief overview of what they are. So Electronic Technicians Association, that is ETA, is offering an international certifications on these three techniques. So Extreme Network certifications, and HP Expertone networking certification is also offering quite a lots of certifications in wide regions. So IPv4 forum certifications, and then Juniper network certifications are also there. So these are all the various industry oriented certifications which a company may demand, or it may ask from you to test or to prove your network experience or network knowledge. So it is better to go through, or to better to choose any of this company certifications depending that suits your knowledge, your style of working, and your choice of work style. So what's next? What do you study in this particular course? Well, so this course will cover the following module. So we have divided this particular entire course into 5 different modules, starting with fundamentals of network, and then media access and internetworking, routing, transport layer, application layer. So these are all the 5 basic modules which we will be covering in this particular video lecture series, and also each and every module will carry the relevant topics related to that. So these are all the relevant topics, and I don't want to just read out what are all the topics over here. This is just for the understanding purposes. So this is a general idea of what we are going to see in each and every module. So don't get panic about the words. We will be introducing each and every word in different modules in different lecture as the course progresses. So what are all the benefits that you will get out of attending this online lecture course? So this course acts as a foundation course to any of the professional certifications in the field of networking. So if you want to take any certification courses, then this course may help you, or this course can act like a very introductory level course to set up your, or to start off your career in the field of networking. And also you will get the better understanding of all the network related concepts that is happening on the internet. So this course can eventually act as a study or reference materials for your undergraduate program, and you will get familiarized on few resources and simulation tools that is used in this particular module when and where required. And more probably we will be using Cisco Packet Tracer and Wireshark then and there required. And all our lecture videos will be uploaded on my official YouTube channel Gurukula. So the link is given over here, and also you can find the link in the description box as well. And the lecture PPTs that we use for our lecturing will also be loaded on my SlideShare account. So the link for accessing each and every slides will be given in the description box of the respective videos as well. You can check out in the description sections as well. So coming next, for the entire courses, we will be following these 2 renowned books as the references. So I will be using Ferozon, Data Communication and Networking 5th edition as one of my reference books, and I also refer to Larry Peterson, Computer Networks, a system-based approach, as my another reference. And I also go through some online references, and the online references will be mentioned here and when required. Please do check out the description section if there is any online references that I have been used in my lectures. So that is all about this particular video. So please do stay tuned, and I'm going to see you all in the next particular video. Until then, happy learning.